Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading him onto the field. He's played a lot of places, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
3rd and 2.
And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Fitzpatrick on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 91 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hey, 120! Check flag 54. Flag 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On second down, a run with Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
3rd down and 10.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That's good for another Miami.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 5.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This a 43-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3.
Dolphins 3, Jets nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his 3rd year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Third catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We dominate today.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Miami Dolphins, 2-3 on the year now. They come up with one of the more surprising scorelines of Week 5, blowing away San Francisco 43-17 in Santa Clara. And the Dolphins capitalizing on a couple of Jimmy Garoppolo interceptions to build a big halftime lead. And how about Ryan Fitzpatrick, who obviously has been hearing the drumbeat for Tua get louder and louder, but he was tremendous in the win. Season-high 350 yards, 3 touchdown passes. I don't know, CD, are we underrating the Miami Dolphins?
You know, I think you can take the drumsticks and put them down for a while and let Ryan Fitzpatrick be Fitzmagic. So to answer your question, we might very well be, because there are 3 losses this year: New England, Buffalo, Seattle. Think about those 3 teams and how good they have been and are. No slouches in that group at all. But now, due to schedule changes, the Dolphins can dare to dream that they can be 3-3 going into their open week, because they host the Jets in Week 6.
And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
For the New York Jets, a familiar refrain here in 2020, dominated again in Week 5, this time at the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. 30-10, the Jets falling at home, and now 0-5. That's first time since 1996. They finished that season 1-15. But Joe Flacco, Charles, he subs for the injured Sam Darnold, making his first start as a Jet, and I think, gosh, probably the first start since Week 8 of last year as a Bronco, right?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, he couldn't get a whole lot going. 195 yards and a touchdown. They got Le'Veon Bell back, but this team right now, let's face it, they're going nowhere fast. Major league struggles. Now, schedule changes have kicked in for them. So now this week, they'll play at the Dolphins, then they're home for Buffalo, and then at Kansas City. I'm not sure where I'm seeing the light for this team. Most of us thought they and the Dolphins would be very competitive. Right now, the Dolphins look like a decided favorite.
On first down, it's score. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11 now. Now a draw play for Gore. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down, Fitzpatrick. And incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown.
To Chris Herndon.
Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now Fick in to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. James White, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium, and they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 33-27 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. From the 39, Darnold.
At the 39.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Darnold's pass.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
New York.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
To Frank Gore. A gain of 2.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
He was brought down.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And the ball carrier brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
And 7.
Darnold down to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Jamison Crowder.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
New York.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Darnold. A dump off here for Gore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
For the Jets field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
Ficken's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
At their own.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
On the delay, here's Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
On the carry.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Jets ball carrier.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to Chris Herndon. It's a gain of 20.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Back near his goal line, Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he's out right at the 25. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Miami Dolphins.
Fitzpatrick to throw. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing again on second down. Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Parker, left side. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
13.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Dolphins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one. Downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Go.